would have loved to see more of Kishane. He's the mystery man, but I'm starting to believe that Kishane wants it that way. And he said it himself. He's really not a chatty type of guy, like who's in the limelight. He says when people see him and ask him for bitches, he's like, I understand it. Do I like it? But I understand it. Anybody that thought like that, like...
It was funny watching him in Jamaica and just going around just doing normal things, going to get, ackee and saltfish, and then him getting recognized. And then fans come up to him and say, man, I've been rocking with you since 2021. You know what I mean? Like true fans, right?
Yeah.
And the look on his face is like, me? Like, what? Like, appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I mean? That's how it is, man. Like a lot of people really think that every time someone is in the limelight that they want that attention. Yeah. Which is not really true. And there's a lot of people out there who are in the limelight or do interviews and don't want to do interviews. Mm-hmm. They're not comfortable with talking, so, and that shows the human side of them, bro. And I appreciate that from Kishane. I think all he really wants to do right now is just go out there and accomplish his dreams because he knows all that stuff's going to come anyway. He's going to have to do more interviews. He go out there and crack top 5. He's going to have to do a whole bunch of interviews because he is going to be dubbed the next one coming, for real.
Yeah.
No Diddy.
And I think that's where I just heard what you said. That's what he understands. If I even remember, I mean, Asafa told us he was like that. Like he was very shy, very bashful. But now when we was in Jamaica, we see Asafa now. It's like, hey! Like, yeah, man. So, I guess as they embrace it, they understand like, you're either going to go inside or I got to hide like a hermit. I might as well go outside and embrace it. You know what I mean? And be that guy. But speaking of top 5, if we look at that boy progression, he's been progressing every year. He from when I noticed him in the last Diamond League, I think when Coleman won the Diamond League final, and I think what that was, 2019.
2019.
That's when he won it? That's when he won his Diamond League? The Diamond League final?
No. Oh, Coleman? Coleman won... No, he won more recently, yeah.
It was 2021.
Maybe? Yeah.
It was 2021. And Kishane ran 985. Now that boy done ran 977.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't predicting nothing, but I'm saying he is on his way. If the stat keep going the way it goes, and we seeing that how he ran his 977, I definitely say, I know everybody's preparing, but that silver medal usually gives you a lot of hunger to get a goal.
You know what? Let's give this man, the bearded wonder, a round of applause real quick. Why I tell you that? Because Kishane's progression has been shrouded in mystery, right? But it was right there in front of our face the whole time, and you recognized it the whole time. Bro. It was the fact that we were looking at the winners, you know what I'm saying, of those races and saying, okay, cool, whoever got second, whoever got third, cool. But watching his progression, like you said, going from 985 is not, saying that's not light work, bro. That's running. You know what I mean? And we really didn't stop and say, oh, he doing some work, whoever this guy is. And then he progressed to where he is today. Like now we like, okay, we see you now. So for all the people out there saying, who this guy Kishane? He just popped up. Nah, he's been putting the work in. You just haven't really been seeing it because he's been overshadowed by other people who have done good things too.
And he doesn't race a lot. So that's why, you know what I mean? He does get injured quite a few times, but he doesn't race a lot. That's another thing. So they only race in the Frano camp, they only race when they know they're ready. When they put their athletes on the line, they know they're going to run. Like, they know.
What injury?
They don't look surprised at anything. They just be like, yeah.
Boy, what? Listen. Frano and his brother, Paul, right?
Frano, yeah. Frano, you might as well call them the Frano brothers.
The Frano brothers. Frano brothers, right? So...
Which I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of both of them.
Oh, 100%, man. Listen, boop, 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 salutes. Because the work they put in with their athletes, and then what happens is like, they got all the swag in the world. all the Riz, all the drip, whatever you want to call it, bro. Like Kishane went out there and ran 9.7, right? And then at the end of the day, he ran all the way back from the competition track to the warm-up track. And they literally just sat there like, yeah,
because they
good
knew.
job.
They knew. They told that man, hey, man, you better run this because our analytics say this is what you can do. And it's not a surprise. It's not, even when Sharika ran 10.6, like, she ran it, but they knew. They like, yeah. Or even when listen, they know when Sharika didn't break the world record when she ran a 21.4. If you look at that, her demeanor, she was not impressed because in her head, they knew she ran something so ridiculous, probably in her training.
Mm-hmm.
She probably was supposed to run like 21.33 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she knew when she saw the time and she watched that race replay, she's like, I missed it right there. If I would have just, you know what I mean? They know. Mm-hmm. They know it, which is great, great coaching, especially with using the tools that we have today in analytics. It's amazing, man. I like that. So when they put their athletes on the line, they know what time it is.
Listen,
sometimes
ain't nobody cooler than the Frano brothers, boy.
No? Them Johnson brothers. Boy, them boys won a national title together, boy. Them Johnson brothers pretty cool.
They
had 3 girls run 48.
You're right. But I'm saying like, the Frano brothers, they gonna sit back and just be like, win or lose, they gonna give you that same poker face. They're gonna be like, break the world record. You remember when they had Elaine and Shelly and they were out there rolling, they gave that same energy. They was like, yeah, we already knew. We knew already. y'all on episode 1. We on episode 7, dog.
Yeah.
We just watching it because we just want to just catch y'all up, man.
Yeah, man. We want to show y'all what we've been doing. You know, y'all just catching up, but we seen this earlier. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But I like how it depicts them and their camp. You know what I mean? Which their camp runs. The dynamic of that camp is pretty different, bro, because they don't run like a regular pro style camp. Everybody trains together from all the way up from the development side all the way up to the pro side. Like, there ain't no real separation. So that to handle that dynamic and have the success that they have, I think that is commendable because a lot of people separate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to them and ask them why they do that, but in my mind, I feel like the ones that are trying to make it, you want them to train with the stars so they understand what it is to be the elite athlete and to be a star. And the ones that are already stars, you want to keep them humble. You want them to train with people who are still hungry because as a star, you become full sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You become satisfied. So I think that dynamic helps feed everybody to stay consistent as possible, you know?
Look, you're going to ask him why, and he's going to say, man, we had so much success. Why not? Why not? Why not?
Hey, what if he said, no, real talk, what if he said something that's off the mark, period? What if he said something like, because it's too hot in the second half of the day?
or he'd be like, you know, they say Frano read a lot of books. He'd be like, that cuts into my reading time.
Cuts into my reading time.
I got to read the paper. I got to read.